Yo, huddle up, huddle up,
Huddle
huddle
up,
up, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up.
Episode 8 of the Ravens Huddle, man. We
Yes,
back
yes.
again, man. We huddled up again,
Huddled
man. You see the shirt with the goat on it. Matter of fact, let me get it so the angle could catch it.
Yes, sir. And it's the first preseason game just finished last night. So we got people on the field.
Yes, sir.
It's time. It's creeping. The official game time is creeping up. But it's time. It was good to see some of them people out there. I was at the game. Just a heads up, I'll be at a lot of games. But
Broski inside the bank.
Likewise, we'll be down there. If you see us,
yes,
say Coach Class.
Yes.
We might see you.
Actually, we all might be at a number of games.
Yeah,
so
say Coach Class. Let us know.
As the season builds, man, I think we're gonna run into a few people. Salute, in advance.
Yeah.
But like the atmosphere was good, really good. Honestly, like it was feeling. It was several people that was like when we was just talking to people in there. It was like it felt a little regular season-esque, just a little bit. Just a little bit, not too crazy. It was a good amount of people that was
Everybody
down
just excited
on the bottom
back.
level. Yeah. Plus, it also helped that it was Philadelphia Ravens.
Yeah, that's cool.
So a lot of them came. So it had a pretty solid atmosphere.
From the highlights I saw, and I don't know if this is how the audio might have sounded on the actual TV because I didn't go down there for this game, but it sounded loud down there.
It was decent.
From what we was hearing on TV, so I guess that's good to hear that we excited.
Yeah, them Eagles.
Ravens Nation is excited. It sounds like.
Yeah, it's that time of year, bro.
And we ran into the homie in the corridors or whatever, like walking through. Salute to Kendra, yo. She was
OG Kendra,
right into her. Yeah.
Salute to Black Girl Horror.
So we was topping it up for her real quick. It was good to see her. And then when we peeked, we was looking. She was down. She actually was not that far from us, but she was a little bit further down. Like kind of behind the end zone with on the Eagle side or whatever.
Gotcha.
But that's on the anyway, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it was good to run into her. We ran into somebody else we ran into a few people up in there, so it was really good atmosphere.
Tough.
But they gave a tribute real quick, and I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna do it a few more times.
Absolutely.
To Jacoby Jones.
That's so sad.
Especially
bro.
it's gonna
Again,
happen
rest
the first
in peace
official
to
home game,
Jacoby
for sure.
Jones, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mile High Miracle, man.
And I got to get it done for him this year.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, the atmosphere was good, man. It was just good to get back out there and see the uniforms and stuff like that.
Yes,
see
sir.
people, see the intros, and get
Who
to
they
it.
introduced? Was it the offense or defense? You know?
To come out.
Yeah.
They kind of just was bringing players out.
Okay.
Yeah, just they brought the Eagles out and all the Boos is coming
Of course.
as he should.
Get them out of here.
And then absolutely. And
One of
then,
my favorite things, and this is as a former Ravens goer, when they used to do the announcement of the players on the other teams, is when they used to announce the name and you get to just savagely yell "sucks" right after they announce their
It used to
name.
be an echo too.
Oh, it's incredible.
That's hard, yo.
It's incredible. They stopped it, I think, because of that.
Yeah.
Too aggressive.
But my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. That was just
Nah,
wrong.
you good.
Nah, that was a wild intro thing. I even remember that. It was
I
an
used to
echo,
love
yo.
that, yo.
Aggressive echo.
That was
through
the
whole
first time
stadium.
Dad used to let us do
Especially
some
if we was
wild
playing the
stuff, man.
Steelers, bro. Like it was
Man.
the whole stadium would be rumbling.
I'm trying to think. I think they might have been given offense the initial come out. I got some video.
Yeah.
It might have been the offense.
It's usually
So I'm trying to
they
think. I feel like
alternate.
Tylen Wallace got.
They'll alternate it
I
each
feel
week.
like it might have been Tylen Wallace that got some. So that means they would probably did the offense.
Gotcha.
And I like I'm sure y'all know like it's really dope that everybody get their own fireworks when they get announced.
Oh, yeah.
That's fire, yo. Like showing love to each person. So
Yeah.
How was the stadium looking? These new upgrades that we were seeing.
I'm gonna get to that after.
Okay,
I want to talk
alright.
about the
Wait,
game.
my
I'm
bad.
gonna get to that after.
I'm
though.
excited.
Let's get into the game then.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get into the game because I saw the first quarter at the barbershop and then
So
came
some
home.
it's preseason, so you don't gotta
You
break
can't go
down
quarter by
every
quarter.
last play quarter by quarter, but some of the highlights off rip, yo.
Yeah.
We talking about number
That
two.
boy Wiggins, yo.
Nate Wiggins looked
Nate
like a monster.
Wiggins.
He looked like a menace.
This was gonna be all
He looked
year.
like a menace,
yo.
yo.
Nate
Looked like a
Hemmings.
menace, yo.
Hemmings. Nate Hemmings, yo. You
Something
gotta
that
call him
He's on the
that.
ball,
bro.
yo. Like
Physical.
There
fast.
was in that first quarter, there was a point where they went to his side 3 straight possessions.
Gotta test him.
And got Nathan.
yeah, I like it.
2 deflections and
It's an
one
island over there.
just stopping the receiver. Then he had another good tackle at some point
I seen
and
that.
another good deflection later. But I'm just thinking about that first quarter. They literally tried to test him on 3 straight possessions. nothing.
No
I like
fly
it.
zone.
In
it.
y'all possession, yo.
No fly zone, baby.
He looked fast.
Yeah.
He looked locked in.
Yeah, lean and nimble. He gonna be
And
jumping routes, yo, catching picks all day, yo. I can see it now,
He's getting
yo.
picks.
And he's physical
Yeah.
too.
Yes,
I like
yes.
that.
I like
He was
it.
putting hands on
Yes.
receivers.
I
like
Man up on the line. You getting hands on
Him
him.
and cousin Kyle gonna be bullying people.
I love it.
Yes.
And with
Not
Humphrey, you got
here.
bullies out there.
Not
Three bullies out there.
here.
Sometimes it was a couple plays. One, I think they even got a first down, and he was on that side. It looked like they was playing zone, but his cutback ability, because that play could have been like 15, 20 yards, but he came back and stopped it on the nose. They only got like maybe 5 yards on it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
I was
big,
like,
too,
nah,
man.
I like
he's looking.
I like that.
I know it's preseason,
big.
but they were. I like the fact
Yeah.
that they were testing him early.
Yeah, we need
That's
that.
nice. They actually helping him out, yo.
Thank you.
They was getting. He's getting in rhythm, yo. And
Thank you, Eagles.
the first thing I
Appreciate
texted y'all and some of you, I was like, yo, he out here shutting stuff down, yo.
Facts. Nah,
He's
he
not
is.
playing. So he looked fantastic just from the brief moments he had. And then they said he had a shoulder injury. That was like, ugh, because they took him out. But it's
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was talking about when you came here. That was in the third quarter, right? When he hit somebody in the
it
shoulder.
might have been.
It was the third. It was the
'Cause
very
he was
beginning of the
scoring kinda
third
quickly.
quarter.
So yeah, that sounds about right. But it was about, from what we seen in the first half, it was about time to take him out.
I got scared. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
like,
worried.
why is he still playing? He,
I haven't-
he proved himself. They
I haven't
tested him.
heard anything that suggests that it was bad, so I'm
That's
just
what I
assuming,
told you, yo.
they just precautionary reasons. But like I said, after that first
Yeah.
half, we didn't really need to see much.
And even with the first quarter too, somebody I wanted to give a shout out to was the running back, right? Like that first possession, he was shaking off, bro.
Yeah.
He had like
I'll make
two
sure.
back-to-back like 15-yard runs, and then
And I
like,
think
he
that
was
makes
going
me
crazy.
that
Owen
makes
Wright.
me even more excited.
Owen Wright. I didn't even know who yo was, to be honest.
That makes me even more excited for our offensive line. If he was able to shake off with just our backup running back that we got in there, I like that.
It makes me depressed though, because I'm just like, what if Keaton Mitchell was healthy behind a crazy
I mean, he's
line?
he's supposed to come
well,
back
listen, man,
later
we-
this season.
If Owen Wright is shaking off, you never know, he might get put on. He
Yeah.
might get put on the roster. He fighting for a spot. He looked. We understand.
We
it
need
was in the
another
secondary,
one.
But he
Yeah.
he was
I
looking.
think we
good
still
out
got
there.
Hill. We still got Hill.
Now, I was another dude that was running downhill on folks too, like around like the later quarters. I don't know your name or none of that, but it was like he got like a 2-yard run, but it was like he's aggressive. Like if we need somebody to get behind Patrick Ricard real quick and make that happen, he could do that.
Well, like Rich was saying, like it looks like I think he was alluding to the line might be looking like
We
it's
looking
gonna
solid.
be-
Yeah.
looking solid.
That was the
line.
main thing that I was scared
We about
of.
to be doing the tush push.
Not even to the point where
Don't
we the
even need
best offensive line in the league. We just need them to be good enough to get these guys moving.
Yeah.
And if
'Cause
they can do that, we
they
good.
got the players to
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Just be solid.
Got speed, power back there, 2 speed guys back there. Technically, when Keaton come back, and we don't know what these other running backs are going to be like either. And then you got your receivers in Lamar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a problem back there.
You know,
They
the
got
big- the
enough
big-
time.
Oh,
The big rookie pickup on that line, we was listening to some stuff and just watching. So he was in and out of the game at points with Roger Rosengarten. And that's a big, if he can become a starter and really earn that spot, that's a guy that could be there a decade plus. And we was listening to his interview, and I just like one of the parts that really was like, okay, that's what needed to hear, was he was like, they asked him how did he feel like, first of all, he's excited. He's excited just because he's living out his dream. He really just like, I'm
Locked
excited to
in
live
for
out my
sure.
dream. And he said to play for the Ravens. He's like, because it's such a,
that's tough.
even in the 20-some years,
Historic
historic
joint. Yeah.
franchise already.
Tough.
So he just happy to be a Raven and in the NFL. So he gonna put that work in.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I definitely we all heard was like, he was like, when the season started, they asked him, do you feel like you could be basically in that starting role? He was like, with confidence,
Yeah.
And
I like
absolutely
that.
believe
I
can
like
do
that.
No hesitation.
I like that.
No
I like that.
hesitation whatsoever.
And we also didn't give kudos to. Well, we talked about a lot with the game, but Trent Simpson, like
Yeah, we're gonna transition to that. Trent Simpson, I'm gonna let you because you
Trent
we all saw it.
Simpson
Yeah, you brought
looked
him up.
crazy out there.
I told
bro.
you that. I already told you.
Because I
he was
got
gonna be
nervous.
good.
I ain't gonna lie, I was hating at first. I'm like, he look a little undersized because what, like, the Patrick Queen size linebackers, I be a little like,
Don't
but
need
I'm
it.
like, bro, look like he gonna fly around and
Man
be
had
hitting
11
folks,
tackles
bro.
yesterday. Yo.
The way football is
He's
played
gonna fly
now, you
around and
need
hit
guys that
folks,
can
yeah.
fly around.
He gonna
like
fly
those
around
big
and hit
burly,
folks, yeah.
big burly linebackers is
Nah,
not
he
doing it.
proved me wrong already. I'm a fan. I like it.
We
I might
talked
come.
about it last episode. It was talking about his intensity in training camp.
Yeah,
You
like
could tell
that.
he was happy.
he's
to be-
locked in, man.
He, you know what it looks
He's
like?
locked in.
He's happy and looking like he's ready and prepared himself for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell the
He's
person it's
waiting.
like, it's my opportunity.
He's been
Go
waiting.
crazy.
Because he was on special teams doing stuff. He was out there a
he
few
used to be
times.
smacking folks. Yeah.
So he was watching Queen and them out there on the sideline. You know that. And he was an early. What was he like? When did we draft him? He wasn't late in the draft when we got him. It was like 3rd or 4th round.
I feel like it was
that.
somewhere around there. Yeah.
Somewhere like that. So he's expecting like, all right, this is my time to shine. He's
And
locked in.
Yeah,
And he
he
listening
is.
to Roquan.
Yeah, I was gonna say he been in Roquan.
But you gotta
That's what he
think, being
said.
around Roquan, like just seeing how he
Sponge.
move and how he
You gotta
play,
listen
bro.
to
It's
that.
like, bro, you gotta soak game.
gotta
off
listen
of
to
him.
that.
Yeah, like bro really a menace. He really like that. Like we haven't had nobody like that since
Ray.
Cousin Ray,
Say
bro.
it. You know it.
Well, no, Cousin Kyle got a cooler name. We gonna say
At the
Ray Lewis,
linebacker,
man.
we have not had anybody
We
like
haven't
that
had
at
anybody
linebacker
like that
since
since
Ray
Ray.
Lewis. Nobody.
And with
For sure.
with Trent, it's just gonna be interesting because we also talked about even once Patrick left, like it was immediately like, and there's people, national media and some other people, but really mostly national who don't really be locked in like that. And I understand you gotta pay attention to a lot of stuff that was freaking out about the Patrick Queen. What have we been saying this whole time?
Yeah.
He plays
got
well
liability
and he
before
fit well in
Roquan,
position.
yo.
It ain't. It's just like if they get somebody who can lock in, that's not the worst position to replace because we got
And
Roquan.
he was becoming a liability without Roquan. He had a great season
happens to him.
last season, but the season before that, it was like bro.
Recency bias. We saw what he was doing out there
It's
with
like, bro,
Roquan. We forgot what he looked like
It's
before
like,
we didn't
Roquan.
forget.
I didn't.
I'm saying we, as
Bro,
in like the
just
people,
missing
they
tackles.
did. I should say they
yeah,
did.
they did.
Y'all forgot what he looked like before he had Roquan out there.
Yeah, Roquan make
That was a
everybody
position we
better.
was least worried about.
Yeah, Roquan make everybody
And he
better,
played
yo.
well, so I don't want to crap on him. But it was like, yo, if you get somebody who knocked
As
in,
long as you can
quick,
move,
motivated,
and listen.
he's just listening to Roquan and the boys.
If you move and listen, he will get you in the right place, and you might
Exactly.
you might make 20 tackles today, or I'm gonna get it. It's up to you.
yeah, 11 tackles yesterday. That
get
boy
it.
Simpson was locked in.
I like it.
I feel bad. I should have. I'm gonna be
All
better
over the
with
field.
taking notes on the next preseason game because it was a.
You don't have to go
a
crazy
punt.
on the notes on the preseason.
No, it was
as
a
much.
punt though. Somebody smacked somebody, bro.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
yeah,
it was a
somebody
gunner
That was
rocked
what I was
somebody
gonna
with the
say.
forced fumble, bro. And then Kyle Hamilton turned around mid interview and was like,
That's what
"Did
I
we
was
get the
going to
ball
say
back?"
was actually a concern for me a little bit. I don't know as far as like who were the starters out there on special teams. We had a lot of big returns come from that Eagles side on special teams that don't usually happen with us. We
Yeah.
gave up a lot of big
Harb's
returns.
gonna get that together though. You
We
know
need to
that's
get
his
that
favorite
together.
thing to do.
Well, one of the things that
Harb's gonna get
Is
it
it the
together.
new rules?
Salute to who was in the comments last week. They asked, "What do y'all think about the? What do we think about the new?" I know some of us all comment on different times, whatever. I'll put a name to that. I commented on this one, but he was like, "What do y'all think about the new? The new kickoff rule?" And I was like, "We ain't huddle up about that yet."
Yeah.
I said, "But we'll have something this week." And watching it, for it was a couple games
gonna
that
take
had
some getting
started
used
already.
to.
And then I'm watching it in person. If you put up a scheme to stop folks, it's gonna be good. But if you're not locked in, yo, it's gonna be
You
some
break it.
people
It's
gonna
get
shake
bad.
off when the
It'll
break
returns,
that.
It's
yo.
gonna get bad. Yeah.
You can break that.
It's gonna make the kickoff more exciting, and it's also gonna change a lot of games in a lot of different
You
ways
gonna
in the
need all
past.
hitters, bro.
A part of me is like, I kind of don't like, but a part of me is like, yo, it's because remember how they switched it to basically where it was like wasn't getting any returns after a while.
It's too deep. So
Like
they're
unless the
just
weather
kicking
was
it.
really bad, yeah.
You're just kicking it under.
Yeah, so they wanted to make sure it was still relatively safe, so people aren't running from like mad like 50 yards and smacking each other. So they put the people closer. So it's going to reduce the head trauma, but it's also going to give the kickers, the returners who like, yo, I get paid to do this, an opportunity to still have a chance to shake off.
Valid.
So it's going to be watching in person. It was one of them joints the Eagles shook off. I was like, hey, yo.
We're going to have to get that together. That's foreign to us.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
used to having special teams problems, but this
But
is a
Harbs-
change.
Harbs
This is
might
a
be-
change in the
Harb's
rule.
gonna be on top of
He's
that.
the right
That's
person
his favorite thing, yo.
for that. Yeah,
I like it.
Special teams.
Oh, as
specialist.
far as how I feel about the rule,
Yeah.
I gotta see it more to really have a definitive answer. I'm not mad at it, to be
Yeah.
honest
At
with you.
first
If you're
glance,
trying
I'm
to keep
not-
the
I'm
game
not
going, I'm not mad at it. I was used to seeing that in the XFL or whatever. One of those
Yeah,
leagues had that
yeah,
kind of set up with
It's
their
now the
kickoff.
UFL where they
Yeah.
really implemented because that's where they took it from. You know, they be
Yeah,
from the
exactly.
XFL.
And they got a whole another thing going on. That's completely separate. But yeah, so I got to see it more and to see how it plays out and pans out during the season before I give a definitive answer. But I'm not mad at it right now.
I'm not mad at it, but I can see how if you're like certain teams, like if you're not one of the teams ready for it, you could be getting cooked weekly. Yo,
Yeah.
like it's
Every week,
It
yo.
looks like if you're not on it. What's crazy is the special teams people might get paid more. The coaches and stuff like that, and special teams player. I think
And
it's
they
gonna make it
put better
more.
players out
It's gonna be more of an
there.
emphasis.
Kickoff and
Yes,
kick return.
will
it's gonna be
interesting.
way more of an
Kickoff
emphasis.
too. Like you
on-
gonna have the people
That's
have
kick
people
return.
that can make hits.
That's what it's
Long
like.
story long. If what's the name who just made it to the Hall of Fame? Salute to greatest kick returner of all time. But I can't think of his name right now.
Devin
Played for the
Hester?
Bears. Devin Hester.
That
Devin
record might
Hester
get
might
shattered.
have double the numbers he
yeah.
has.
Somebody gonna shatter that
He's
record.
he got to
Him
get
and
past like
Dante
two
Hall
people.
will
It's
be
over,
on the
yo.
cover of the game.
Facts.
Yeah, so like if there's somebody who come around like that, it's a wrap. Devin Hester would have a field day, yo.
Yeah, Devin
A
Hester was nuts.
field day, yo. So it's gonna be interesting. But like I said, like it's gonna put an emphasis on special
Yeah,
teams.
you just
It's
got to
gonna be good
figure
for
out
them.
what the strategy is with it. It seems like it's just kicking off either to the right or left. It's trying to keep them away from being able to move concisely up the middle, I guess. But I guess it just depends on how your play is.
Yeah.
We're going to see, man.
You gotta have guys on that kickoff team that can hit.
Yeah.
That's all. It
And
gotta
can
be
make
all
moves, 'cause
hitters,
y'all
yo.
lined
Just
up, what,
it's
five?
gotta be all
What is it, 10
wrapped
yards
up.
or 5 yards apart that y'all lined up? 10 yards?
Might be 10. It's
They,
close.
they know, just long straight lines in front of each other. And it's just straight trenches. You gotta go straight trenches with somebody and then get down there and get somebody?
That's gonna be crazy.
Wild.
One of the biggest things that was talked about leading up to this is I even heard Pat McAfee and just a bunch of other people. It was like the kickers are actually going to have to be decent at tackling.
Gotta be.
because they're going to be the last line of
interesting.
defense a lot.
Yeah.
So I heard yesterday I was at the game.
I'm not
somebody-
worried about that. Tuck and smacked a few people on the low.
I heard some. Well,
I
you
don't
don't
want
want
him
you don't
getting
want him
hurt,
to
though.
constantly be
Yeah, I don't
smacking.
want him
Yeah,
getting
you
hurt
don't
out
need to
there.
constantly smack folks, but if it get hairy,
But one of the things
get
I
that
think I did
hairline,
hear,
shoestring tackle.
somebody at the game was mentioning how he said I believe he gained like 10 pounds of muscle, like in anticipation for something of he gained some muscle for potentially. So them kick it's another thing. Like the special teams players are gonna get paid more. And the coaching staffs. It's so good. Salute to them, man.
And
Because
special
sometimes they didn't
teams is
forgotten heroes.
dangerous, bro.
You got terrible special teams. You're cooked.
Yeah.
They don't get the
Hey,
love
yo,
they
that-
should get.
it's a-
Three
we-
phases of the
Well,
game.
we
yo.
won a few games on
But
special teams,
that's,
man.
that's
so.
the most dangerous part of the sport too, because it's like somebody could have so much gain, like sizing you up for a tackle or running you over, anything. It's like, bro, they got a full head of steam. Like they've been running
Like Janikowski
20
would've cooked
yards
somebody,
already, yo, and they coming, yo, and I'm now I got a weird angle. I'm about to die out here, or it could be this guy was locked in on me. He has the angle on me. I didn't see him, and now I'm about to go kill him, yo, where he can't see me.
Yeah.
You know, one of them 90s hits where they just smack him out of bounds and he just go flying. Like,
You could
special
barely do
teams is
that
wild
now.
dangerous, yo.
It's gonna be crazy, yo.
But in some scenarios, it's like, yeah, they have all that stuff, but it's still going to be hard collisions. It's no way to avoid it.
I
when
mean, that's
both
football.
people are
That's
running
just a
full
part of
speed.
football. You know
And
what I
then some of the stuff like with them not being able to like wrap up higher, I don't know what's gonna happen to knees, bro, in them scenarios, bro. Like when people just trying to check you low running that fast, like
They can't lead with you can't.
Yeah, it's
you
certain
can't
things.
hit with the helmet higher, but
Yeah.
you can wrap if you have.
but
your
you know they
head
caught some
placement
weird
right.
penalties last year, like that people that was just like getting physical, like just run through somebody real quick.
It also
I'm
was
like,
the
bro,
defenses. You
it's
can't
super
be
hard.
defensive.
Yeah, in the second half, I think it was the second half. Somebody from the Ravens smacked somebody, and they called the penalty. And I'm just like, oh.
it's like, bro, that was.
But
that
it
was
looked
tackle, and
back
they
in the
was
day it's
both running
clean.
hard.
But he actually wound up being
One
the
thing
person
I-
that suffered on the receiving end.
I don't
He was
know
hurt.
if this is
Oh,
true
okay.
or not, but I gotta think in my mind that these guys out here on the field be like, you know what? Preseason or whatever the scenario is, I'm giving up this 15.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
they
if
trying to make
I
that-
see
for
somebody
sure.
that I can lay out real quick, crazy,
For sure.
especially
I'm giving up this
Especially
15.
the
And I want the coach to be like,
'Cause
he
that's
got
gonna
that,
put-
he got that in him. Especially
that's
if he
going to
wasn't
put
doing good
something in the
OTAs and
head of
practice
these
and all that,
players
like-
coming across that middle. Yo.
Yeah.
They're still going to do it. You can't do it every time, but
especially
you gonna think
Ravens
about it.
culture.
Yeah.
They know it's not gonna be as frowned upon as maybe some of these
Yeah.
other teams. Yo.
Go outside and smack somebody, bro.
Yo, we got an old
Show us
player
that
that's
you
our
got it in
coach
you,
right
bro.
now
You're
on
not
that
scared,
defensive
yo.
side. You know he gonna love that. He might not show it, but he definitely gonna love that. No
Yeah.
bounty gate though. No bounty gate.
One of the
please.
people that was out there because we, talking special teams and stuff like that, but also, as an additional receiver, and of course he had one of the most iconic plays last year with the kickoff, with the punt return
Number
touchdown.
16, bro.
Tylen Wallace. He didn't have a lot of plays, but even
Historical
special team,
moment.
you can notice him out there.
He made a
Yeah.
hell
So
of
that
a
makes
catch.
important.
Historical
That's what I was gonna
moment.
get to. It was his I think it was in the second quarter.
Yo.
He hit the came back on it outside
comeback
pass,
joint.
dive with the
Oh, for real?
nasty.
Sean Wallace?
For like 19 yards.
Okay, I like it. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. That must have
nice.
been
Who was that threw it?
me.
That's our backup that threw it. My man.
Robinson.
I think it was him.
Yeah, I think it was Robinson. 'Cause I think he played like the
Man,
whole
he put
first
that
half.
ball on the money, but
Yeah.
for him to catch that, I'm excited.
I said Robinson. I meant to say Josh Johnson. I said Robinson.
Josh
Josh
Johnson.
That's what I meant to
Okay,
say.
yeah, I do remember your
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
Okay.
Because
he threw that ball.
that was
that
nice.
bad.
And Tyler came back and
Great
you
comeback.
can see him on the
that.
special team. Like you can notice him out there, which means
Now picture
that's
that
good.
with Zay and Lamar and them out there.
Oh my goodness.
That's the
See,
thing.
that's the thing I'm trying not to get overly excited about because we
There
have
was somebody
guys
else
that
that
are so
was it.
great.
Was
right
it
now.
Walker? Is that who's the 87? Who was 87? He caught a big one too at one point that had me locked in on the highlights. I caught the highlights. I missed most of the game, but I did catch the highlights of it. So I think
I
it was
saw the
87.
whole first quarter. I think I missed the second, and then I saw the
Forgetting what
third in
my
the
man
beginning of
name
the
is
fourth.
though. And right now, but yeah, no, I'm excited.
Keith Kirkwood.
Yeah, he caught one. We look solid, man. We lost the game, but we look solid.
But that like you was asking him at the beginning of the episode, that stadium.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on,
All
wait.
right.
I'm gonna try. I just thought about because I wanted to say about Tyler because we actually was talking about. I just thought about it. He might have an opportunity to break some of them joints and them kick goals. This might be a really
like
big
it,
year
bro.
for him, especially if he can slide
Do
in
it, Wallace.
and get some receiving, some big timers. Like I said, I know it wasn't a lot, but he had like 2 catches yesterday, and he had that big 19-yard. It looked like he locked. And then sometimes a year like the previous year, he had, especially you have a big moment. Sometimes a confidence boosters.
Yeah. And Wallace, we was talking about you last year, yo. We said they need to make the feature film, yo, wild drama
we
film,
standing on
yo.
that.
Yeah,
We standing
Roquan
on
is
that.
gonna be played by who we said
I don't even remember, yo.
I think we said my
Jonathan
boy,
Majors.
Jonathan
It
Majors.
was this was before all the stuff went down,
Yeah,
though.
bad
so
aggressive.
we
That's mad.
just need him to be like Diamond Dame off of Creed. Yo.
Yeah. Salute. What you was gonna say?
Oh, and the stadium, bro, the enhancements. I want to know how
Get to
everything
take a
look.
look at some things.
So they had the inside joint that
They probably
like
still
behind the
finishing
goal
up.
line. I think they still finishing. I
Yeah,
think that's
that's
supposed to
part
be
that's like closest to where you get on the beltways.
But you can tell that people sitting down there and all of that. Look like the only thing I don't like. I wouldn't want to watch a game from that angle. It really looked like it's more for just the experience of being.
More than
going.
like-
Yeah, and they probably gonna have like 50 TVs.
'Cause you can walk
in there, so
in
it's
and
just
walk
more
out
gonna
and
be
all
they
that
gonna
stuff.
get drunk,
Yeah.
watch
They're gonna
football.
put some sports books machines in there.
Yeah, sports books
yeah.
machines, lots of alcohol,
Sports
and hella
wagering, I mean,
TVs.
yeah, sports
That's all they
wagering.
gotta do.
Because they building multiple joints. I think it's another bar upstairs, and it's. I was looking at all the stuff that they finish it by 2025 or whatever. But the one joint looked downstairs. It looked like I paid for this. We stepping in, we stepping out. It's just I'm here, but really it's just what we doing up in here, mixing, mingling, and having fun. So that looked cool. But I definitely tapped in to that Miller Lite Gatehouse, the joint that was added to the outside right on the light rail side.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, all right, I know what you
I
mean.
heard about that.
It's nice.
I'm excited.
They
man.
had the DJ in there playing. See, the DJ in there, he still was playing some relatively light stuff, but he was playing stuff that they don't play during the games.
Nice.
Like lady was having a whole conversation about at the Orioles and in the bank, Camden and in the bank. It's like, first of all, for one, I don't want to get into too much of a tangent. You're in a city that has a certain culture of music. It has its own like musical flavor.
Yeah.
And you never play any club
I don't
mix?
understand why that happens,
Come on,
yo.
yo.
And a lot of that stuff is like, if you don't want it to be where it's cussing and all, like you could literally just play the beat,
yeah,
yo.
come on, that's not an
You could
excuse.
play the beat, yo.
But like
They
even
did us wrong, man.
that and just I'm like it's a black city and stuff like that. The quarterback,
Can you
like
imagine
you gotta
if they
play
was
more some
coming
more
out,
hip hop
I can
every there
feel
now
it
and
in the
then.
air.
Like they will play some stuff, but
Yeah,
it'd be the
yeah.
safe stuff. Like they played Summertime, that's nice and safe, and I'm not against it. Then they played Jeezy, that was out like 10 years. You know how they do the songs that be
Fire
none of the songs be from
trip.
within 10 years. It'd be old like stuff. Yeah.
12:45.
I feel like the industry really like what was the joint that came out when we was in ninth
Been
grade?
did it all
in 12th grade.
and unwind.
The Recession, yo. Like
Lose
that,
my
a lot
mind.
of the
That was
songs
hard.
come from that. That was a great album, yo.
Yeah, but the Gatehouse was tough. Like everybody in there wearing their stuff for the most part. Like the music was good. It was not. It has a good amount of space in there. They do the counters on the entry and exit to make sure they don't surpass capacity. I'm sure. It was a good amount of people in there. I'm sure during the regular season it'll be more people that's allowed to come
It's
in
gonna be
there.
packed in
But
that
it wasn't.
motherfucker.
It was. I don't think they're
In
gonna
that
allow
place.
it to be egregious. I was able to get in there and get a seat.
Yeah.
They got a lot of like nice long tables in there. They got the bar. The bar area looks cool. Like I said, the DJ booth is in the background.
That's
on
hard.
the top. Nice glass.
That might
it
be where
looks
I'll be
beautiful,
shaking
yo.
and baking at, bro.
No, I was in there. I'm gonna be in there, yo. I'm gonna be in there
That
every
might be where I'll
time.
be chilling, yo. They be like, Mike always here.
I'm getting
Yeah,
at least
indoor?
15 minutes in there, huh?
It's like an indoor situation, or is it
So
outdoor?
what they did was how you would do when you're doing any new joint. They just anchored it and attach it to the original shell. So it's technically you can walk to it from indoors clearly, but it's essentially kind of an extension. It's outside.
Gotcha.
So but it's
They
like
probably got the crazy awning over it.
Nah, I'm
with the,
excited.
yeah, they did. They got like I don't know if they're gonna put more
yeah,
covering,
that's
but
where
they
I'm
got
gonna be at,
the
yo. That's
braces.
super
So they
cold
could
outside.
they could add more stuff to it.
You have a
however they
hoodie on
want.
and a jacket, and you out there in
I'm telling you.
October having a brewski.
That's what I'm
Me
saying.
and my
It
lady
get
was
cold.
like,
It
it's
get
nice.
brisky out
He
there.
was like, it's nice. The ceilings are high, so you
They
can
had
tell
them
like it's not gonna
heaters
get
or
too hot
something
in
out
there and
there.
stuff like that, huh?
Let
Yeah,
us
some-
curate the music too. We can make sure we can have it really lit in
It's
Raven
gonna-
Stadium,
yo, that
bro. Y'all need to
area is gonna
update the
be-
music. Like we don't want to hear like Lose Yourself often no more. I'm telling you, it's 2024. Sometimes it's just like Nelly. It's getting hot in here, yo.
I forgot what they blended
Sometimes
it with.
stuff like it gets played. It gets.
Can you play something that came up within the last 5 years that's of hip hop? Like
10 years at least, yo. Lose Yourself is
Yeah,
wow,
Baby
long
Wild.
ago,
Yeah,
bro. I was in like
Lose Yourself.
grade school,
Yeah.
son. What are we doing?
it was like 20. Everything they played was like 2010 and
They
under.
came out with like 8 Mile, didn't it?
I don't know.
That
man.
Yeah,
came out with
no, it
8
was
Mile.
it was the
bro.
main
8 Mile was
song
like
for the
08,
soundtrack.
yo.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, 8.
Matter of fact, no,
Way
04.
before
It was like
I was
04,
in
wasn't
high
it?
school.
02 or 04, one of them two.
I think I might have been in early high school.
Yeah, I was a
When they
kid.
all came
Wow.
out.
I was still a kid, yo.
Might have been 03, bro, something like that.
But yeah,
That's
do it-
crazy though. Like that, honestly.
02, I was right on the money. It was 02, yeah.
02.
Because it was before Get Rich or
Then
Die
I was
Trying.
in-
That's how I remember.
I was in middle school, son. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear nothing from. I'm 35.
I wasn't a teenager, let me
I'm
just say that,
33,
yo.
and that's just like
I'm
me,
putting it out
man.
there.
We was kids, yo.
I'm too
I
old
couldn't
to hear
even remember
that.
the year I was so young.
But yeah, the Ravens, they
I was
see
11 years old.
the organization, they see in the vision. One, it's good for the people, but also they see in that money. That joint alone, all of the new bars and stuff in club areas, they gonna make mad money.
Yes, indeed.
And they doing it like I said, it's nice, good atmosphere. So I wanted to definitely highlight that.
Yeah.
Um,
Damn, man, that's gonna be nice.
I'm hyped.
on some
I'm about to probably start taking the light rail though, cause like driving down there gonna be crazy.
That's
with
what I did.
adding that many more people.
I told
yo.
y'all what y'all could do before. I ain't gonna say it.
I know. And I wouldn't have said that on.
Yeah.
on
I mean,
I
we
gotta-
wouldn't
I
incriminate
gotta-
anybody.
I usually got that permanent situation right now because me and Damon, but you just ride with us.
Oh yeah, or that.
Oh yeah, whatever.
But either way, if I gotta get like home or something like that, like I might. Yeah, I mean,
Or
'cause
do
that's not
like you
that
said,
far.
the situation we
Yeah.
got outside of it.
Yeah.
That's what I might do on them games when I gotta drive down there.
Yeah.
Cause if you get down there early enough, you straight.
You straight,
But
yeah.
if you come any later,
But
you
gotta
gonna be
think
paying
the
$50,
additional
$60
people,
for parking.
the additional people is so
It was
many
50 last
people.
year.
Yeah, dang. yo.
Regular game.
The economy cooked, bro. They gonna be asking for 65 this year.
Yeah,
yo.
definitely.
At
It's going
the
up.
Spots that's not convenient.
Parking used to be, remember back in the day,
15,
10,
25.
$20.
20 was like
25 was the
City.
high.
That was
Yeah.
up.
You was like, woo.
Yeah, 25
Oh, they
was
got
like
20. Let's go around the
25,
corner.
25 though was like a
Now I
block
will
away
say,
from the stadium.
if you head up a little bit, there is one that's still lingering around that 2025. There is one that still exists.
For real.
I don't know if you want to be there, but
I know.
there is one that
I'm
still
gonna be a
exists.
random dope fiend with a shiv. It's like, no, chill. I was playing.
Can't hate on the city like that.
I was playing. Yo.
So
Just gotta have your head on the
I was
swivel.
playing. Yo.
Outside,
I wasn't playing though if you're not from here. yo.
I mean,
Don't risk it, yo.
Put a little PSA out there for the people that's listening that don't know.
that's real talk.
Don't risk it, man. Please don't risk
Stop
it. yo.
parking too
I don't
far.
want it to
yo.
happen to you, yo.
Your distance
They be
is you
down the
walking.
alley.
Hey, listen, even this is for the fans that be from other teams that be
That's
mad
what
when
I'm
we
saying.
talk about their team. Bengals fans and other Bills fans that been in the comments, we trying to help y'all.
Yeah, we trying to save y'all lives, yo.
Trying to help y'all.
Or y'all wallet.
That parking spot open for a reason, yo. Don't park right there. Yo.
Yeah, somebody
You good.
just come up like Ving Rhames off a Baby Boy out of nowhere.
So outside of the game, real quick, just other news that was going around. Russell Gage got signed as an additional
Hype
wide
about
receiver.
Okay.
If for the people who do know it and people who don't know, more importantly, like that's a good little good. I don't want to say little, but it's a good solid veteran pickup.
Veteran love.
A decent yardage the last several years. But what I like more is he's been around 4 to 5 touchdowns over like the last 3 years.
Okay.
That for like just somebody who's a rotation guy, that's a good number. Somebody who get in the end zone
smelling like how kind of like
That's what we
Willie
need.
Willie Snead felt when we got him. You know, Willie
Sneed-ish.
Snead was way back.
He Sneed-ish.
He wasn't like super old when we got him, but he was more in his veteran days.
Yeah.
I like the Russell Gage pick.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
for like
that's
I think,
cool.
I think last year he might have had like 400 or 500 receiving yards, but I think he got an end zone 5 times.
And that's with
that's
Desmond Ridder.
That's nice.
Desmond Ridder as your quarterback. That's who they got down there in Atlanta. He was in
Yeah.
Atlanta, right?
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. He got a little bit better
That's why we
situation
here
up
with
here.
it.
That's
I'm happy
nice.
you up here, Brody.
I'm a touchdown person. That's
Yeah.
that's nice work right there,
Yeah.
yo. Like that means that's somebody who got a nose for that end zone whenever his opportunity and what's the name is called, veteran. So yeah, that's a good little solid little sneaky type of pickup. It's like you don't gotta make the huge move. Like of course Brandon Ayuk would be.
I'd have loved
fire,
it.
but
I'd
like,
have loved it.
That's
It's
a
clearly not in the
smooth
cards.
little move. That means you trusting. Of course, they got 2 crazy tight ends, the Ravens already, and then you know Zay gonna shake off even more. And then you got a bunch of like we mentioned
Bateman
Tyler
and all
Wallace,
them.
Bateman.
Still got
They talking about
Aguilar.
it's a good little
I'm
competition.
excited about that.
I gotta
training camp
imagine.
right now. Yeah,
We got a lot of
The young
receivers.
I'm
boys,
excited
yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
Crazy tight ends, crazy receivers, crazy running backs, crazy line. The craziest quarterback. We might as well go into that, yo. With Lamar getting voted number one
Number
quarterback by
one.
the players.
A lot of players. I saw.
D go, and I had this shirt like 3-4 years ago, yo. Like this boy been crazy, yo. Y'all just been delusional about it.
I saw on TV and on the socials more so. There's a lot of like personalities, yo. They hot. Yo, they are
Why
so
are
hot.
you mad, yo? If you like football, it's like one of them things. Like if somebody's an
They're
anomaly,
hot.
Pink
just let
Himalayan
it be
salt.
what it is, bro. Yo,
That
like
rich
yo,
salt, yo. I like it. Yo. I
tryna-
like the
they tryna
sodium.
rip- yes.
You gotta eat that. Eat
bro,
that,
when
bro.
you're an anomaly, yo, like yo,
Way
just
too much
salt.
eventually you gotta
So
stop
bad.
hating because you gotta think Lamar's at the point in his career. Like yeah, it may be injuries, this, that, the third, but like saying him being able to play football, not being able to play football is like
It's blasphemy.
hypocrisy.
blasphemy.
It's crazy. Like, yo, are you crazy? Yo, you're an idiot, bro.
so
I don't
you
even know
gotta
what
say
you're
that,
talking about, yo. You've
Blasphemy.
never had a player on your team that's good.
Folks.
You've never had a player on your team that's good. If you don't have Pat Mahomes or Tom Brady, you haven't had a player on your team that's good, yo. In our era, yo. Like, please,
That's a
yo.
fact. They be trying
You
to
tripping.
pump up these
He
other
won 2
quarterbacks.
MVPs.
You
Give him
They be
tripping.
trying to diminish them MVPs so much. Yo,
You
there was
tripping.
people.
regular season award.
There was dudes.
You play a regular
I
season, my
seen
guy.
On camera were hot
Bro,
and going. They was
why,
so
though?
mad.
Like, yo, it's just weird to me because it's like, yo, do you like the sport or is it some like weird
They just got their favorites and they
preference
gonna
thing
shake
that's
off,
like
man.
convoluting your decision making? Because it's like I don't understand how you cannot see this man is great. Like that's like with Pat Mahomes when he was out there like the first season, we kind of hated. After that, we was like, yo, this
After
boy
a while,
is
you gotta
crazy,
say it.
yo. Like
You gotta
this
admit it.
boy is crazy. He's
wild.
nice as hell.
They also was
like, yo,
they also was mad. Tyreek Hill was like what number 2?
He was the number one
Number one
wide
on-
receiver
yeah.
on Madden.
But he
That
was-
was Madden. My
I'm talking
bad.
about overall players. He was
Overall
higher than
player?
a lot of the quarterbacks they love, even Patrick Mahomes. Listen, I could understand if Patrick Mahomes got the nod. I would not be
But
mad at
Tyreek
that. But
Hill
like
had
nobody
games
else,
where he got 4 touchdowns.
you
in
can't be
games.
mad if,
yeah, like you
if
gotta relax.
Lamar's
He might have
over
been number
anybody else.
2.
Huh?
I think Tariq Hill might have been number 2.
That's what I'm saying. I think so.
Overall.
As a pure football player,
Mahomes.
at his position, yo, Tariq Hill is he's
Now.
he's ridiculous.
Yeah,
yo.
Tariq Hill is
He's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I had him on my fantasy
It was
team
kinda
last
funny,
year. I would
the-
get like 30 points from him.
This is sidebar. This is just something that was going on the internet. They said if you if you have the temperature over under about 55 degrees, that changes a little bit. He don't really become.
Because he's small and you can't be cold and getting hit hard and running fast in the
I
cold.
don't think it's true though. He played in Kansas
He
City.
played in Kansas City. The reason
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
this is why he's even colder because good thing you said that because he has a quarterback that actually doesn't 100% compliment him.
Yeah.
Like if it's not in route, this and that, the deep balls and all of that,
That
he
stuff
actually
he
is
be-
not the best
You're
quarterback.
right.
That
for
stuff
him,
he
you
be
know?
saying about
Right.
Tua is all because
Yeah, yeah.
he gotta say it. He on
has
his
to say
squad.
it.
They don't believe
Gotta
that.
say it.
He don't believe. Wish he had Mahomes down there. If he had Mahomes in Miami, nigga.
my God.
Oh my God, they have 90,000 yards right now.
I'm
Tyreek
glad
with
that-
Mahomes.
OD. I don't even.
And
wanna
if you
see
go
that.
back a year, Gasecki and them,
But
like,
think-
y'all would have been crazy.
Think about it. That's why we was like, yo, if the Ravens if the Dolphins got Lamar, Oh, I don't know what you do against that team.
Bro, he just going to get his rings.
You better
We
pray
just
they
gotta
have the
hold
worst
out
defense
L's,
in the
yo.
NFL.
We
That's
just
all
got to
I'm
count
thinking.
the games that we don't play him, yo.
And they had a pretty serviceable defense. They just had a
Until they
lot
got
of
hurt.
injuries.
Yeah, they got hurt.
Kind of like how we was that
Well, the
year
Ravens
before.
wound up cooking them. The Ravens
Smoked them. I don't want to hear nothing
Ravens
about no
ended their
injuries.
season.
I don't want to hear nothing about no injuries.
We cooked them, bro.
They hurt mad play.
That felt so good. I was down there.
Aggressive
Roquan hit that
just
one
throwing
hand
people around,
interception.
yeah.
OD. That's when I knew the game was over. Roquan hit a one hand interception.
A lot of power hitting.
Putting players
Patrick
out of
Queen was just
commission.
hitting people and then he just get
It
up
came
like he broke
personal.
his
to-
arm.
It's crazy.
I'm like,
I put that on the
killing
big
folks.
screen in my crib, yo. So
killing folks
yo,
out
it was a time in the
killing
crib.
folks out
that felt
Me
good.
and my lady was like, dang.
They killing folks out there, bro. I like
need
it.
that. I need that aggression.
Aggression.
On another side joint, real quick, they mentioned Arthur Millette is going to be out. They said it's
that
not
hurt me,
OD serious, but they said it's a scope procedure on
Yeah,
that
on the
knee.
knee.
So Harbaugh said he's going to be out because you
That
you
broke my
gotta
heart,
you gotta
man.
let it do what it's got to do. But he's like, it's not super serious. So I don't know if he'll be back the first week or probably the second week. It sounds
Maybe
like
a
one of them
few
type
weeks. I
of
would bring
joints.
it.
That's
I'll
cool.
give him some time.
We'll take a few weeks.
We got some flyers now.
And I was excited to see because he was. Remember, we was looking at training camp
You
stuff.
gonna
He was
use
looking
dudes like
good.
that on the special teams too now. If it's like that, yo.
Nah,
Just in the secondary, the nickel packages, all
Yeah,
that.
nickel
gonna be
package.
playing.
He's been
and
playing
then
well.
special-
He
man.
gonna be playing.
But
Like,
like
out
y'all
there.
said, with the new special teams rules, they gonna have nice guys
Yeah,
out there.
all
yo.
type of-
It's gonna have to be nice
Yeah.
guys out there, yo.
that's
Like
valid.
because we can't have where it be like we up, yo, and then they just break one, yo. Like no, I'm not letting.
'Cause it's like, what if
it's
they-
gotta be somebody that can make a tackle out there.
You know
and
somebody
athletic
gonna-
enough to get to the
Somebody
ball.
on the Rams gonna scheme up and they're gonna be
Yeah.
breaking it for some reason every time with the
Yeah.
first
Yeah, somebody's
two
gonna
games.
figure it out.
Somebody gonna figure out the new
Somebody's gonna
kickoff
figure
system.
out-
I gotta
that's-
figure out who that is though. That should be us.
Yeah.
Let's
But
do it.
yeah, so like I said, he was talking really good. He was like everything from what I seen and heard from training camp, he was performing very well. So it's kind of a bummer, but like that's why you got the boys there. They got they put it's a lot
part
of
of
good
football,
people
man.
in that back right now. That's looking good, yo, in that secondary. So they hold them down for a little while. Of course, you would love to see him out there the first game against Patty and them.
Yeah.
And performance. So, but it's a minor setback for a major comeback. So, just putting the energy out there for him. He's gonna bounce back in a major way. He gonna get a pick six this year. He gonna do some good stuff this year. So
Yeah, I always love Arthur.
we
That's my guy.
absolutely. And last thing I just have is I'm just hearing a lot about the elite running game that's gonna be coming this year.
I'm just kind of low key scared. I don't even know how to understand having Derrick Henry and Pat Ricard alone. Just that them two is crazy. Like if they really just run power packages in like red zone situations, what do you do? And Lamar could just be like yoink. Everybody coming, all the pressure's here. I'm outside here, and now it's a quick 5 yards.
Them read options,
Bro,
on
it's gonna
another
get
level this
crazy.
year.
That's all I'm waiting for.
It's gonna get crazy, bro.
RPOs, baby.
They might even be doing like how on the old Madden with like
need
the OD play action where it be like Derrick Henry and Pat Ricard come up here, then he just drop a little dime to somebody. Like it's gonna get crazy.
I
yo.
still don't know how you stop them on a 3rd and 3 and under.
It's gonna get wild.
I don't
bro.
know what you do.
It's gonna get wild.
It's gonna be a lot of fourth down.
They going for it a lot.
Yeah, we going for it a lot.
A lot, especially if they're anywhere near the midfield.
Yeah.
Anywhere
4th and
near.
3, yo.
We
Anywhere
could be
near the
behind it.
midfield.
We could be
4th and
behind
3
the
or better,
midfield.
we
We
going
are
for
going
it, yo.
for it.
4th and 3 or better, we
Within
going for it.
40, we in that 45-yard line.
Or better, we going for it, yo.
Better be
Within the
ready.
Especially with
45
slim,
yard
quick
line,
looking
like you
Lamar
said.
too.
That's what
yo.
I was about to say. My boy is on the slim diet, though. He going crazy. He going
Yeah, bro.
I got-
vegan.
14 and 2.
Our guy Brandon was at
14.
training camp this past week.
Shout out to homie
Salute to
Brandon, man.
and he listens.
Yeah, and shout out 7th Bolton Excursions
Oh yes,
as
yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah.
man.
Yes,
Tap in
indeed.
with the business too, man.
Yes, salute 7th.
And that's
Brody.
7th with a V.
Yes. He said he basically was like I think because I don't think it was just he mentioned it in the comments. He was like, yo, he said he saw Derrick Henry in person with that.
Bro, probably.
He said it's looking real.
But
yo.
like we were saying,
and I told him I'm gonna be there this week coming up.
but like we were saying,
so I'm gonna see it in person and
you
report
gotta
back.
think
yo.
with a
You
guy
gotta let
like
us know.
him that has
You
been
got to
at
let
the
us
level
know
he's
on
been
that.
at.
I'm hype.
You feel me? Like
that,
yo,
Tuesday,
he's hype about the opportunity.
Monday going on Monday.
He's hype about the
So 2
opportunity, bro. You gotta think like, yo,
Yes.
he been on the Titans. You feel me? Like, bro, he knew he was great, but it's like, unless I just have a miraculous, like, ultra instant season, we not winning, yo.
Yeah, they have
now it's
trash
like, yo,
stories.
I just gotta show up when it's my time. Let me get that.
Everything.
Of course I'll get that 3 yards for you. Of course I'll do that power play into the end zone behind Patrick Ricard. Pause. It's gonna be greatness, yo.
Everything since he's been here, since the day he signed, I've heard nothing that wasn't less than, he's that guy with us.
Yeah.
Everything.
Lamar was
for
voted
like
the
couple
number one
months now.
quarterback by the players, so it's like all the players respect him. Like, I'm sure any piece on the offense is like, I get to play with Lamar, Like, anybody that really plays football, it's if Lamar or Pat Mahomes, I get to play with Lamar or Pat. Like, thank you.
But just the
kindly.
coaching staff just talking. First of all, the Ravens scheme up run-ins really well, and then they have the pieces typically there for that. And just everything I've heard, people are just like, Derrick Henry is going to be an absolute problem. Literally from the time he got signed to when he finally put the pads on, and they really, it wasn't just like, we're just talking because we think we could do this. But since he's been there, all I've heard is the work ethic, ridiculous. How he's looking physically, ridiculous. The time he's putting in before and after, during, ridiculous. Like I said, Brandon said in person, looks ridiculous. I'm going to come back after Monday for the huddle after that, and I'm probably going to be like, he's looking ridiculous. Like,
you can see
so it sounds
training,
crazy coming up. So that's definitely good to hear, man.
Nice.
Yeah, another week of the Ravens Huddle, man. Tap in with us every week, man. We love y'all, and comment and just keep engaging, and anything y'all think about, let us know, man.
Salute y'all.